بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. Alhamdulillah, we have tawfiq to start chapter 7 of the first section of Mafatihul Hayat, Keys of Life by Ayatollah Jawadi Amri. This chapter is about dressing. There are important things that we have to observe about dressing. First of all, as we know, it is one of our basic needs, and Islam considers this as one of the rights of people to have proper dressing. And it is one of the things that also contributes to your mental and spiritual as well as physical well-being. So it doesn't have just physical aspect. It is also good for your mental and spiritual well-being. For example, there is a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ثلاث يفرح بهن الجسم ويربو. There are three things that make your body happy and your body can actually grow. At-tib, good fragrance, perfume. Wal-libasul layyan, soft dress, something that it's not, hard. Washurbul asal, and drinking honey. These three things: perfume, soft dress, and honey. These are good for your body, but also these are good for your mental also health. My reason for mental health is this hadith. This hadith is from Amirul Mu'minin alayhi salam. An-nadhifu min ath-thiyab yudhibul hamma wal hazan wa huwa tahurun lis-salah. From Amirul Mu'minin al-Kafi. Clean dress and clothes removes al-hamma wal-hazan, concern and grief, sadness. If you have clean, nice dress, it gives you some joy. وَهُوَ تَهُورٌ لِلصَّلَاةِ. Also, it is a requirement of salat that you should have clean dress. Of course, ritually clean is necessary, but also physically clean is good on top of that. Something that is very important in Islam, and as you know, I just before months of Ramadan also talked about it in the meeting of ulama, is haya, positive shame. That we should be very, very careful with respect to haya. And haya has different aspects. Part of it is about the way you dress. Part of it is about other things. You should appear and behave in the way that you expect other people behave, and in the way that your respect and other people's respect would be observed. One aspect is dressing. It's not good to have half naked or naked, appearance. Even, as I said in my lecture, in meeting of ulama, even when you are alone, it's not good to be naked. Let alone if there are other people. Even if it is, for example, in a swimming pool, or you are taking shower after swimming, whatever, in the schools, sometimes. Unfortunately, in some societies, people don't feel any shame to be naked. But Islamically, this is very bad. Even I told you this, of course, in that meeting, I mean, that one of ulama was always with his amama and qaba. And some people said, why when you are at home and alone, you still have your imama and, qaba? There is no one here. So he said, Khodam ke hastam. I am myself here. I should have respect for myself. So it's very important about dressing to observe haya. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, لعن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم الناظرة والمنظور إليه في الحمام بلا مئزر. If you go to public bath and you are naked, you and those who look at you are cursed by Rasulullah. The one who is naked exposes himself or herself, and others who look at this person. Even if, God forbid, someone maybe knowingly or sometimes unknowingly, sometimes people think they are covered, but maybe the towel drops. Then no one should look at it. You know how Amirul Mu'minin alayhi salam, even in the battle of Siffin, when Amr al-As disclosed his private part, how Amirul Mu'minin just looked away and went. And Amr al-As knew this. He knows Ali is not such a person that even in the battle would do something that would require looking at his private part. He's not going to look at it, but even for fighting which would require looking at the person that you want to fight, Ali is not such a person that do that. So, it's very important to be always dressed. Rasulullah in another hadith said, Ya Ali, Ya Ali, karahallahu azza wa jal li ummati. O Ali, Allah has disliked few things for my ummah. One, al-ghusla tahta as-sama illa bi-mi'zar. To do ghusl, to wash yourself under a sky, unless you have some izar, like some towel that you cover yourself. وَكَرَهَ دُخُولَ الْأَنْهَارِ إِلَّا بِمِئْزَرٍ. Sometimes people, when they are outside, they cover themselves, but say, okay, now I'm going inside the river or inside the swimming pool, then I leave it aside. No. Allah doesn't like you enter river unless you have again izar, or we say in Farsi long, in Arabic say izar, some towels, that a piece of clothes that covers your body. فَإِنَّ فِيهَا سُكَّانًا مِنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. In rivers there are some angels, because angels are everywhere. So if you don't have haya and shame, at least think in this way, that there are angels, and cover yourself from the eyes of angels. Maybe you say there is no one here. Okay, think in this way, that there are angels there. وَكَرِهَ دُخُولَ الْحَمَّامِ إِلَّا بِمِئْزَرٍ. So تحت السماء إلا بمئزر, أنهار إلا بمئزر, حمام إلا بمئزر. Means everywhere you should cover your body. Not all your body, but at least the private part. Of course, for ladies is more required. Hadith says that even if you are alone, you should be not fully naked. Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam says, إذا تعرى أحدكم نظر إليه الشيطان فطمع فيه فاستتروا. If you are alone, also don't be naked, because then shaitan would look at you and would have hope of doing something, maybe motivating you to do some haram. Like, masturbation and this type of istimna, and this. Shaitan can come and be encouraged to motivate you to do haram. The next thing is about some manners. So, first, as we established, dress is needed, is your basic need, is your right, and it's a requirement of haya and modesty. Now, some manners. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to emphasize on having comfortable shoes or na'lain, either something that covers your feet or covers front of it, and also other types of dress. But for example, with respect to the shoes, in ta'ilu wa takhaffafu. You can have na'lain or you can have khuf, means shoes. But it's not liked to have boots unless there is a need that covers up to your knees, your feet and leg, up to knees. It's not liked. It is also very much important that put on shoes that are new. Means don't take someone else's shoes and use it. Buy something maybe not expensive but new. Okay? This is important. Man ittakhadha na'lan falyastajidha. The one who takes na'lain should take a new one. Because when someone else has put this for some time, then it's not very hygienic. Unless you can really wash it and, properly, clean it. But it's better to buy something simple but new. Then you use it, of course, for yourself. Even, for example, if you need to repair your shoes, is not a problem. Actually, it's good that you repair your shoes. When you remove your dress, say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim on your dress. إِذَا خَلَعَ أَحَدُكُمْ ثِيَابَهُ فَلْيُسَمِّهِ. We sometimes say Bismillah when we put on the dress, but when you remove the dress, also say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In a hadith, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam said, Man arada al-baqa wala baqa'ah. Whoever wants to have a endurable life, of course there is no eternity, but if you want your life to be extended, one of the things is wal yujawwid al-hidha. Choose good shoes. Wal yukhaffif al-rida. And choose an outfit which is light, not very heavy, and soft and light. Imam Raza alayhi salam has a special recommendation here, which is very interesting. Imam Raza alayhi salam says it was his own sunnah. For himself he was doing this. That whenever he had a new dress, so he had a new dress, maybe he purchased it, someone gifted him a new dress. So the first time that he was going to have this new dress, he used to take some water, a bowl of water, and recite 10 times إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ. 10 times قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. 10 times قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. He used to read these surahs to this water. Then a splash on the new dress. And he said, whoever does this to a new dress before you first time put it on, you would be in blessings and comfort as long as something is remaining from these clothes. This is beautiful. So, إذا لبث ثوبا جديدا, when Imam Raza, I read also the Arabic. This is in Uyun Akhbar al-Raza. Sheikh al-Saduq collected Uyun Akhbar al-Raza. إذا لبث ثوبا جديدا دعا بقدح من ماء. He was asking for a container, a bowl of water. فقرأ عليه إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر 10 مرات. He recited 10 times إنا أنزلناه. وقل هو الله أحد 10 مرات. 10 times قل هو الله أحد. وقل يا أيها الكافرون 10 مرات. 10 times سورة قل يا أيها الكافرون. ثم نضحه على ذلك الثوب. He was spraying on that new dress. ثم قال من فعل هذا بثوبه من قبل أن يلبسه. Whoever does this with his dress, clothes, before he puts on, لم يزل في رغد من عيشه, would have abundance of good in his life. ما بغي منه السلك, as long as a thread of it is remaining, would be barakah for him or her. So inshallah I am trying to do this because this was new for me also. I hope you also do it. Okay? And we inshallah remember Imam Raza. How much Ahlul Bayt bring Allah to everything. Yeah? Imagine if this dress, you start wearing it with these surahs and this attention, then can you even think of doing sin when you have that dress on? So your dress always reminds you then of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's amazing. Sometimes people think it's israf to have many, for example, shirts. But, of course, it can be israf if it is not necessary. But our hadith says actually to have many, for example, shirts is not a problem. What is the problem is not to use them properly. For example, if you have a dress, a clothes, which is for going to ceremonies, and you use it at home, this is israf. Something which is for outside, for official meetings, and then when you are at home, resting or sleeping, this is not good. This is israf. But if you have few shirts, keep them clean and use them for years. It's not a problem to have many, as long as you need them and use them. But you don't need to change it all the time. So, Ishaq ibn Ammar says, قلت لأبي عبد الله عليه السلام يكون للمؤمن 10 أغمسة. Mu'min has 10 shirts. قال نعم. Okay. قلت 20, has 20 shirts. قال نعم. Okay. We cannot say it's haram. وليس ذلك من السرف. This is not israf. إنما السرف أن يجعل الثوب صونك ثوب بذلتك. What is israf is to use clothes which is to cover you, and for example, from heat or cold. And the clothes which is for ceremony, for official appearance, if you use the official formal clothes for just protecting yourself from being seen or from heat, this is not good. I should change when I go home my clothes and have a proper clothes for home, for example. So I'm not saying people should have 20 shirts. It's a matter of urf, it's a matter of many things. But there is no problem as such. We cannot say it's haram to have 20 shirts. No. If someone needs them and keeps them clean and uses them for years, no problem. Actually, it's good. Every day you can have one color, different things, for example. But how you use them is important. Sometimes some people have 10 shirts and use them for 10 years. Sometimes people have one shirt, but every few months they change it. So you cannot say it is israf if someone has more. In another hadith, we have in Usul al-Kafi from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, Adna al-israf, the minimum israf is few things. One of them, ibtidhalu thawb as-sawn, to misuse the clothes which is for protecting you. Then we have something about the color of the shoes. Of course, it can be a matter of urf. I don't want to say everyone everywhere should do this, but if there is an Islamic setting and environment, so it is recommended that min as-sunnah al-khuff al-aswad وَالنَّعْلُ الصَّفْرَاء, the shoe which is black and na'l is yellow. This is, as see some ulama have yellow na'layn, but it depends on the urf. If urf looks bad at you, that's it. Of course, black shoe is normal, but yellow na'layn is sunnah if you can have it. Man labisa na'lan safra lam yublaha hatta yastafida malan. It brings also barakah if you have yellow na'layn. Okay, inshallah tomorrow we will continue with some types of clothes which are praised. They are praised and liked. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give food to all people who are hungry and to give proper clothes to all who are not able to have proper clothes. Allahumma ksu kulla uryan. This is one of our daily du'as. Allahumma ksu kulla. So to have proper dress for people who have no dress. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us another dress as well. Libasu taqwa, dhalika khair. We ask to be given the dress of taqwa, which is the best dress that keeps you protected from anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from any immoral practice. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also for libasul afiyah, for the dress of ease and comfort for all mu'mineen, and especially shifa for people who are ill. If me and you in this month of Ramadan, through our du'as, cannot get shifa for some ill people, I think we have to really cry over ourselves that we have not been able to get shifa for some people. So we, with maximum humility, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please give shifa to all people who are ill, especially people that are among us, people that we have in our mind, people that we are concerned for them, people who have no hope for treatment, people who have no money to pay for doctor and medicine. Please give them shifa. بحق محمد وآل محمد. And please send your rahmah and maghfirah to all mu'mineen and mu'minat, especially those who have rights upon us, our parents, teachers, ulama, martyrs and maraji. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.